Hello, Degens. Welcome to Degenerate Bets. I am the Brofix one AJ. With me, as always, is my co-host, Mr. Noah Engelbretson. Noah, how the hell are you doing today?
AJ, I'm fantastic, just about every other day.
Dude, honestly, we've had nothing but wonderful days of college basketball. You've been killing it on the hardwood. And with hockey and pro basketball and NFL every other day, we got some action today. It's been a wonderful time. I really couldn't complain if I tried, bro.
I mean, we got everything other than MLB going right now. So,
dude, I know. And it's like, this is the only time I wish the MLB was a little bit longer, just to throw like a couple games in every once in a while. But I guess, I'll take the 2 weeks that we had this year and hope for another 2 weeks next year. But Noah, and the Degens out there, I got to be honest with you about something.
Yeah.
Dude, I, honest to God, have not loved a slate as much as I love this NFL Week 11 slate. This might be the slate of the year. I am a huge fan of not only the matchups that are being played, but of the numbers that are being released by Vegas. I love it, dude. I love it. Honest to God, if I could propose to this, I might marry this slate, dude. It's beautiful from top to bottom.
Yeah. I don't necessarily love the lines this week, but
no?
I do love the games that they have this week. I think it'll be a fun week as a spectator. I don't know if it's going to be that great of a week as a gambler, but we'll see.
We will see, Noah, and I think we just jump right into it, bro. Let's get right into it right now.
Yeah.
Thursday night football. You got the Patriots visiting the Falcons. The Falcons are a dog. They're 6.5 point dog, 7 at some books.
Total I've got them at 7, but
you have them at 7. I have them at 7.
I do.
I have them at 7, but I'm seeing about a 50-50 split at 6.5, 7 right now. So if you can we'll talk about that in a second. Total being at 47. Let's talk about money really quick. You got 74% of the bets and 75% of the money on the Patriots at the 7. Dude, I hate to say it. I really think Belichick is an evil genius. Like, I think he sat in his lair all off season and was how can I come back?
He is Emperor Palpatine.
Holy shit, dude. He literally took one call from Coach Saban to be like, oh, no, yeah, Mac Jones is a fucking stud. And then, here we go. And Mac Jones is used to that Alabama type system. And he walks into the Patriots, which is really that type of a system as well. I'm not fully
sold on Mac Jones. I just think he's, he couldn't have been drafted into a better system.
Yes, I understand. No, I understand the issue we're going to have here. The same issue you and I have and the disagreement with Tom Brady and everything.
It's so hard to fail under a Belichick system.
Yes, it's so hard to fail. At some point, my same argument, dude, he still has to be in there. He still has to make the right decisions, throw the ball to the right place.
Did you see what they did last week against the Browns? Did you see what they did? It was all screen passes and run plays.
Did it work?
It did.
Oh, okay. So why does it matter?
And
what?
Well, it doesn't. But I'm a huge fan of Belichick. Josh McDaniels, their offensive coordinator. I love what they do. I don't think Mac Jones is that great, but obviously he's not going to look bad. No quarterback's going to look bad when all they're asked to do is throw screen passes.
But here's the thing. I think what's lost is that it takes a special person to be in that Belichick system. Brady was a special person to be in that system. Cam Newton was in that system and it didn't work. It didn't work. Now we can go into the details of it being a COVID year and everything, but regardless of that, they had I understand. Noah,
they had so many injuries and COVID opt-outs.
I understand, Noah, but at some point, if it is as much of a system as you say it is, it should be next man up. Here we go. How you doing? Keep it moving.
It is.
But then why did they have such a shitty season? Because Cam Newton wasn't a good fit for that system. Well, Cam Newton wasn't a good fit for the Patriots in general.
He made bad mistakes and he turned the ball over too much because
Exactly. And so here comes Mac Jones, who's making the right decisions, doing the right things.
Brian Hoyer can run this offense just as well as Mac Jones can.
Dude, ex-Bear Brian Hoyer. Holy shit. Name
was he in the Bears?
Oh, hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. He wasted a couple of years as a backup for I want to say he was Cutler's backup, honestly. I really want to say he was Cutler's backup. I don't know. If the Degens listening, drop it in the comments how wrong I am or how right I am, so I can rub it in Noah's face later. But Noah, regardless of Mac Jones, regardless of it, line is at 7 right now. I know where I'm leaning because I think this line should be at 6. I'm going against my numbers here. I'm taking Mac Jones and the Patriots to keep rolling the way they are. I'm taking the 7 points. I love how they're doing. And then because of how bad the Falcons are, and how Belichick runs everything, I'm going to take the under 47.
I'll take the Patriots at 6.5, but I'm taking the over on this one. Give me over 47. Really? Yeah, I like points to be scored in this game.
Okay, I hope they are, because it does make it a more exciting game. And I will say, the one bet I am never upset with losing is an under bet, because that means it was a high scoring game. It was a fun game to watch. I'd rather watch a fun game and lose money than win money. I guess that's kind of fucked up, but you understand where I'm coming from, Noah, or at least we're going to pretend like you understand where I'm coming from on this one. Let's move right along to a game that I think really relies on coaching. And I think all that matters is whether this coach is going to coach or not, because this team has done very well without him coaching. Of course, I'm talking about my Chicago Bears being a 6-point dog at home against the Ravens.
You've got them at 6.
Yes.
I'm seeing 4.5.
4.5. Jesus Christ. The lowest, I see it on the site I'm using. I see it at a couple books at 5. I am not seeing 4.5. Jesus Christ, 4.5.
That's what I'm seeing on, I think, Caesars. It's 4.5.
Dude, Caesars, I will say, they have that's about closer to what I think that line should be at, is 4.5. It's really hard for me to bet on the Bears.
Yeah. I've got them at 4.5 based on Caesars.
All right, then let's go with 4.5. Let's go with the lowest number, just because if you can bet at Caesars, you can bet at Caesars. And if you're listening to this show, you shop lines like we do. Caesar, 4.5.
Obviously, if you can get that at a better line, take it. But
depends which way you're going. It depends which way you're going. I guess.
If you're betting Ravens, take them at Caesars, because that's probably the best line you're going to get at 4.5. If you're looking to bet Bears, find a book that's got them at 6.
Yeah, honestly, and that's why it doesn't hurt to shop lines, have some money in a couple different books, so that you can make overall profit. We'll make a whole video. We should make a whole video eventually, Noah, about betting and our strategies and shit like that, because I think, I don't know, it might be insightful. People might give a shit. Who knows? But anyway, Bears.
What are you thinking on this one, AJ?
Noah, you know how much I hate the fucking Bears. I don't hate the Bears, because I kind of like Justin Fields. I like what he can do, but I need Matt Nagy out of there so that Justin Fields has a fucking chance. Now, don't get me wrong. They might turn around and hire fucking Gutekunst to be our head coach next year. Who fucking knows what's going to happen?
Oh, he's staying with the Packers.
I know he is, but I'm just saying they could do some stupid shit like that and hire someone that's completely unqualified.
His best move might have been lowballing Odell. And the funniest thing was, I don't know if you saw, but
honest to God, dude.
Odell came out and was talking about it, and he was reportedly, the Packers were supposedly his number one team that he wanted to go to, but then when they made that offer, he was offended by how low the offer was.
Dude. Of course he was. It was league minimum. He wasn't going to get anything else from the Packers. Anyway.
Well, yeah, because Packers offered him, veteran minimum, which would have paid him about $500,000 the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Versus the Rams giving him like $4 million. But I think it's great, because it's like, in my mind, the Packers offering him
we'll get to the fucking Packers eventually. No, let me
no,
my Bears for another minute.
I'm just saying with Odell, real quick. I'm like, for me, that move by the Packers was like, are you going to be a team player or not?
Yeah. It was, and that
And
was
him
clear
and him
that.
him him being offended by that tells me that he's still the same selfish Odell that he has been. And I don't want him. I'm glad the Packers don't have him. The Rams can deal with that shit. I don't care.
I agree. I do agree. Noah, so my thing on this game is I want, like, the Bears are going to lose this game. They're just not going to lose by a touchdown. I don't think the Ravens are as good as they are. I think this defense, even though it's not as strong as it has been in the past, is still going to cause them some issues. I think if Matt Nagy maybe, I don't know, does some shrooms or I don't know, acid or something, like maybe he'll make some good play calls. And so I am betting on Matt Nagy taking acid or shrooms before the game to make good play calls. I am taking the Bears, and I'm going to find the book that has it at +6.
Foolish. I am locking in on the Ravens for 4.5. Not a doubt in my mind. Baltimore's going to go in there to Chicago, and they're going to embarrass them. So,
God, I wouldn't be. So here's the thing: I wouldn't be mad. We do this because we don't have to bet the whole damn board. We damn as well might. Like, I'm going to do it, but I'm not, like, if I lose it, I'm not upset because that means I'm one step closer to getting Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace fired. That's, it's a win-win in my book. I either win money or I win getting them fired. It's amazing.
You need to wait until about week 14, which is,
I know, dude. It's so bad. I thought he was going to get fired during the bye week. I'd
say in the next 3 to 4 weeks, you might have your wish come true. And then obviously we'll have a special episode that you can celebrate that and go off about how the Bears are, I don't know, they'll sign some interim person and then in the offseason they'll sign somebody. But
no, I'm popping champagne. I am buying fireworks. I'm doing so much illegal shit, dude, if they actually get fired during week 14. And I'll record it all. So follow us on TikTok at Degenerate Take 69, because don't get me wrong, I'll post all that shit on there. Anyway.
Yeah, we'll see. I got to determine, but I might drink champagne with you if they get fired. I don't know. I shouldn't be celebrating as a Packers fan because, then it's like, well, damn. But depends on who they hire next. So,
and as a Packers fan, you have to kind of be depressed after Aaron Rodgers said no comment to his future with the Packers. Anyway, moving on to another team that has no future whatsoever. The Texans versus the Tennessee Titans, the team with no future being the Texans, obviously. Line right now, you got the Titans -10 and the total being at 44.5. Noah, 63% of the money, and I'm sorry, 63% of the bets and 80% of the money is on the Titans. I'm usually a big fade the public guy, but the Texans cannot figure it out. This Titans defense is going to be an issue for the Texans, and Ryan Tannehill just seems to figure it out as a quarterback right now and be Jay chillin'. I'm taking the 10 and just going to enjoy my Sunday.
Yeah, AJ, I'm taking the 10 as well. And I'm taking the under. I'm taking under 44.5.
I may sprinkle the under later. Follow me on Twitter at Brofict1. I want to do a little bit more digging before I lock in the under.
I think one of the most surprising things of this season has been the Titans defense. I think they ranked number 13 in defense, which they were supposed to be like bottom of the barrel defense. Their defense has really pulled it together. They're getting takeaways. They're holding teams to low points. They're looking good. They're looking good.
And honestly, besides
and the Titans, all jokes aside, I know a couple of weeks ago we were talking about how the Jets were the best team in the league. Blah 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 blah. Through association. The Titans are a top 5 team in the league even without Derrick Henry. I think they're top 5. They're definitely even without Derrick Henry, I think they're the strongest team in the AFC.
I would agree.
And they've proven that.
Disagree with you.
They've proven that because they've shown that even without Derrick Henry, they're able to beat you with their pass game. Tannehill is a very competent quarterback. I won't say anything more. Won't upgrade him to anything more than saying he's competent. He's able to make plays. AJ Brown. I mean, I don't know why more people aren't buying in on this. I've been saying it the entire year. AJ Brown is entirely a top 10 receiver in the league, and he's pushing top 5, even only in his third year.
Second year, I believe.
He was a rookie last year.
Yeah.
So in his second year, I think he's already pushing top 5 status. I mean, the dude is a fucking stud. I don't know that I need to say much more about him, but like if you look at it, like he's virtually uncoverable.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
He's good. Wait until he's in about his like 5th or 6th year, and he's going to be in the top 3 conversation, wide receiver wise. He's that good.
Yeah. No, I couldn't agree more with you, Noah. He's a stud. I think, like you said, I think more surprising than the defense performance is this offense performance without Derrick Henry. They've been absolutely studs. Noah, let's get to the next game that I think we're going to have a violent disagreement about here. Got the Saints visiting the Eagles. Eagles being a 1.5 point favorite. Over under at 43.5. 58% of the bets. Sorry, 58%.
Saints money line. No, Saints money line. That's and maybe we will have a violent disagreement. I don't know, but I'm just like immediately Saints money line. There's no fucking question about it.
So I will agree with you on
I did
one thing.
I did take the Eagles last week because I said the Eagles are better than we thought they were going to be. They're better than expected, but I don't care. It's Saints money line. No question about it. I don't know why the Eagles are favored.
Who's starting for the Saints?
I don't give a fuck. Probably Trevor Siemian.
Saints. Yep. Give me Eagles 1.5 all day.
Trevor Siemian. I don't know. Fuck.
Put it on a shirt. Dude, no, Eagles 1.5 all day.
No, that's it. Saints defense is good enough. They're going to cause Jalen Hurts problems. He's not going to have a good game.
They're going to cause him problems, absolutely. But I think this Eagles defense is a little bit better than we've expected. And I think that the Siemian guy is a flash in the pan. He ain't going to do jack shit. I don't give a shit how good Alvin Kamara is.
Siemian's not a flash in the pan. He's never been a flash in the pan because he's never been a flash.
Isn't Taysom Hill healthy?
Yeah, but he's not the starter because clearly the Saints finally realized that Taysom Hill's not a good quarterback.
God, that took forever, dude. Took forever.
But Siemian is not a flash in the pan because he's never been a flash. He's never had like one of these like random come in and have a great games. I mean, dude's been around for like 7 or 8 years.
Yeah. He's
been bouncing around and he's a very serviceable backup. He's one of the best backups in the league, I would say. He's won games. I mean, he was with the Vikings, the Broncos, I don't know, a couple other teams. He's been on like 4 or 5 teams. You're not going to get anything special out of him, which is why I do think this game will be closer. But I think the Saints defense is going to do enough to disrupt the Philadelphia offense that Trevor Siemian's just going to have, like, he won't be asked to do too much. He'll just have to like not turn the ball over and they'll be good. So yeah, I like the Saints money line.
I know you do. I'm taking Eagles 1.5 still. Noah, moving on to the next game. I think we will also disagree on. We have the Dolphins visiting the Jets. Dolphins are a 3.5 point favorite going into this game, total being at 44.5. 72% of the bets are on the Dolphins with 78% of the money on them as well. Noah, I believe this is a perfect fade the public situation. I really like the Jets plus the 3.5.
So we agree on this one then.
Really?
But I don't like the Jets plus 3.5. I like the Jets money line, baby.
Taking a money line.
Joe Flacco. Elite quarterback.
Fucking Flacco. Elite Joe fucking Flacco, dude.
Elite quarterback. He's coming in. He's starting. He knows it. Well, so here's the thing. Joe Flacco knows this offense. He was with the Jets last year. Well, I don't know. Robert Saleh might have changed some things up, but Joe Flacco should know the system decently well. Obviously didn't play last week. Mike White was a flash in the pan, as you alluded.
Dude, Mike fucking White, dude. He was.
But
everyone was so on
I think
dude.
I don't know what Zach Wilson's injury status is. I don't know if he's healthy and good to go and they're just not playing him, or if he's still nursing that injury. I wouldn't be surprised if I mean the Jets are going to be bad enough that they'll probably return to Zach Wilson at some point to give him another chance this season, give him some more experience. But for now, they're going with Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco knows the system. Big time veteran quarterback. He's gonna not do anything impressive because he's not good enough to do anything impressive. But I do think he's experienced enough to not make any like poor mistakes, you know?
Yeah.
The Jets are at home. Miami's not a good team. Michael Carter, the rookie running back for the Jets, he's been playing really, really well. I have him on both of my fantasy teams, and he's really starting to come into his own, scoring almost every week, having good yardage. I like the Jets to win in a close one.
Dude, I feel you. Love them Jets. Jets, Jets.
And I'm
You're
taking
on the
a
money line. I love it, dude. I love it. I love it. And no, this next game.
And I said the Jets would win around 6 games this year.
Yeah.
They only have 2 so far, which I'm not surprised because I figured they would start slow. That's what happens with rookie quarterbacks. Obviously, Zach Wilson has not been in for multiple weeks, but this is a game that the Jets can win. We're going to take this one.
Absolutely. Let's get it. Jets. Let's go. Next game we got, Noah. We got I think this is going to be a closer game than the line suggests. We got Colts visiting the Bills. Bills being a 7.5 point favorite, total being at 49.5. You got 50% of the bets split. You got split bets on the Colts and the tickets. I'm sorry, on the Colts and the Bills, but you got 60% of the money on the Bills minus the 7.5. Noah, this game I think is a lot better than people are gonna admit. This Colts team seems to be clicking, even though what's his face? Carson Wentz he turns the ball over a lot, dude. He loves turning the fucking ball over. Fucking me. Loves turning the ball over. However, this Bills team likes to win them close. I think this Colts team is going to expose the defense a little bit more than usual. I'm taking the Colts +7 on this one.
What's the over under for this?
49.5.
I'm going to take the over, and I'm going to take Buffalo.
Wow. On the spread or money line?
On the spread.
Okay.
If they're at home, I think the Colts are going to get their points, but I like Buffalo in like 40-21 type of game.
Ooh.
I think there's going to be a lot of points in this one. Colts have been moving the ball well on offense, but at the end of the day, I think the difference in this one is going to be Carson Wentz turnovers.
Yeah.
I bet he has 2 to 3 turnovers in this game. That's going to be the biggest difference. Buffalo's going to win this game by, 15 to 20 points.
I could see it, but I don't know. I like this Colts offense. I really do. And I think this Bills defense is starting to get tired and starting to drag a little bit, but we will see. That's why we play the games. Noah, next game we've got a lot on this morning slate. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah. Big morning slate.
Huge morning slate. Jesus Christ. We got Lions at Browns. Browns 11.5 point favorite. You got the total at 43.5.
Which is higher than it opened at, despite the fact that Baker is probably not playing.
I don't know.
Do we know for sure?
Every report I've read has said that Baker has been practicing. He's been.
Well, let me check real quick.
Go ahead, please do. But regardless, like this opened at 10. And here we are now at 11.5. That's a 1.5 point movement. We record this episode on Wednesday. So in 2 days, it's had 1.5 point movement. Probably going to move a little bit more too once Baker's like officially announced out, because he's probably not going to get officially announced out until Saturday.
He is questionable with a knee. He has not been practicing so far this week.
He has not been practicing.
They have him listed as questionable for Sunday. But AJ, you know my opinion. I don't think it matters. I think Case Keenum fills in for Baker Mayfield.
No, you do.
Fine. If not even better. I mean, Keenum knows. So this is what Baker's second year in Stefanski's offense. Case Keenum's been playing in Stefanski's offense for like 3 or 4 years. Like he knows this offense.
And I think the other thing that needs to be noted is that Goff is out. Goff is out, or more than likely out.
That explains why the line went up.
Yep.
Who's their backup?
Dude, that's a great question. I know I heard his name earlier today, but I could not tell you for the life of me.
I'm looking that up.
But with the starters,
is it that Purdue guy?
I think so.
Yeah, David Blau.
Yes, David Blau,
who I believe went to Purdue.
Okay.
I think that's the guy I was thinking.
So is he a stud?
No, he's not great. He played terribly played terribly like last year or 2 years ago when he was in. Tim Boyle, their third string, is an IR. So
that's right.
I'd imagine that.
Oh, no. I think it is Tim Boyle, because I think Tim Boyle comes off IR this week. If I read the transaction wire correctly. Because I believe it's the Tim Boyle show.
No, here we go. Dan Campbell said Tuesday that Tim Boyle will be the number 2 quarterback on the depth chart when he is activated from IR.
Okay, so he's definitely
so he is being activated. David Blau, I guess is just, I don't know why Goff is still listed as questionable if he's not playing, but
it may be I may be jumping the gun on that and just read too many articles and shit that said he wasn't playing, or that his injuries were so bad he wasn't going to play.
Well, here we go. Earlier today, Goff oblique injury, said Wednesday. His availability for Sunday will depend on functionality, as he anticipates the pain will be manageable. So Goff is saying that he's anticipating playing, but it depends on the pain level of his injury. So I don't think it really matters. It's the fucking Lions. Goff is a turnover machine.
Yeah. So what are you doing?
Well, 11.5 is a tough line.
That's a rough
AJ,
line.
I know I've been talking to you about it. I'm taking Cleveland in my survivor pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting down to slim numbers on that survivor pool that I'm in. And I think I'm taking Cleveland this week in that, but this line is tough for me because I think Cleveland's going to win by like a good amount. Obviously, both starting quarterbacks in question. We don't know if either of them are playing. I don't think it matters for this game, to be completely honest with you. I think this game's result doesn't change by who's starting at quarterback for Detroit or Cleveland. Due to how big the spread is, I'm going to tease this up to 13.5 and take the Lions.
Fair. Well, legally speaking, I can't tease it in Arizona. So I'm going to take the Lions plus 11.5 because I have this line I think this line should be at 9 right now. And the fact that it opened at 10, I think Vegas is off on this one. I'll take Lions plus 11.5 all day. plus 13.
All right.
All right. Noah, next game, let's talk about a team that we both love that is really cooking right now and is going to go in and absolutely demolish a team that is at home. We're talking about the Packers visiting the Vikings. You have the Packers as a 2.5 point favorite, which I believe is very generous to the Vikings. And the total being at 49.5 right now. Noah, you got 70% of the bets on the Packers and 57% of the money on the Packers as well.
What's the over under at?
49.5.
49.5. Well, AJ, I don't even need to dive into this too much. This is
Obviously
easy. This is as easy as it comes, right?
I think so.
Packers 9-1 ATS.
They are at 9-1 ATS.
9-0 since that week 1 debacle against the Saints.
And with literally repeatedly disrespectful lines.
Yeah, I mean, they're constantly only a 2 or 3 point favorite. I don't know why. They cover every single game.
They do.
Packers are also 8-2 on the under. Since week 3, they're 7-0 on the under. It's no question. We'll just follow the trends.
Yeah, keep them going.
Take the Packers to cover the 2.5 points, and we'll take under 49.5. I mean, it's that easy. It's that easy. And you know why it's that easy?
Why, Noah?
It's because you still have professionals, analysts, all these other people who are like, oh, well, this Packers defense is not sustainable. You know, it's just a fluke that they're playing this well of defense, like blah, 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 blah. That's not true. The Packers actually have a really good defense. They're number 2 in the NFL in defense this year.
Yeah.
What did I say in our last episode? Hang on, I got the numbers here. Number 2 in points allowed, number 3 in yards allowed, number 4 in turnover differential. Maybe it's just time to admit that the Packers defense is good. And
maybe.
And this I will say this offense has been struggling to put up points in the red zone.
Yeah.
We're settling for a lot of field goals and shit, which is why the unders are hitting at the clip they are. But this defense is allowing 18 points a game this season. You take away that 38 points allowed to the Saints in the first game, Packers would be number 1 points allowed per game. Yeah, no, this defense is fucking legit. I don't think there's any reason not to take the Packers in the under.
I agree with you, dude.
It's been
more.
And if you parlayed the Packers in the under all season, you'd probably be up a lot of units. So
probably a lot of units. And yeah, we're both on the Packers and the under. You love to see it. You really do.
There's no reason not to take the Packers, no reason not to take the under.
Yeah. And yeah, simple as that. We'll keep it nice, short, sweet, to the point on that game. Noah, this next game, I also think we can keep nice, short, sweet, to the point, because all I have to say is revenge game. This is a revenge game right here. You have Cam Newton going against Ron Rivera with the football team visiting the Panthers. Panthers are a 3.5 point favorite.
Revenge for who, though, is the real question.
Oh, Cam.
Is it Cam going back up against Ron Rivera, or Ron Rivera revenge game going back up against the Panthers?
Dude, are we talking about a double revenge game right now?
I think it's double revenge.
Noah, is this a fucking double revenge game right now?
AJ, I might dub this the game of the week. This might be the game of the week.
Holy shit, dude. This is a double revenge game of the week?
Well, and AJ, Cam Newton, only got maybe 30-40% of the snaps. PJ Washington taking a lot of them in that routing of the Cardinals.
We'll get to that later.
But he looked really good in the snaps that he played.
He did.
He looked really good. This was not Patriots Cam Newton. This was Carolina. Grip it and rip it. He's got freedom to do whatever the fuck he wants with the ball. And that's maybe where Cam Newton succeeds. I don't know. We'll see if it carries over another week or multiple weeks. On the other side of the ball, Washington looked very good. Their defense for the first time this year looked like the top tier defense they were supposed to be coming into the season.
They look good.
And Chase Young out for the year. Obviously, that's
R.I.P. Dude. Okay,
upsetting.
seriously though,
we hate
poor
to see
kid.
that. But that happened earlier in the game, and Washington's defense actually looked good for probably the first time this year against Tampa Bay.
I agree.
This could be an exciting game.
I think it will be better than people are expecting.
That's all I'm saying. I don't know. This could be a real fun one.
So what are you doing, dude? Where are you going?
I like Washington to cover 3.5.
Wow. Okay.
What was the over under at with this one?
43.5.
Oh, give me the over. Give me the fucking
love
over.
the over on this. I'm taking the over as well, but I am on, obviously, I think this is a Cam Newton revenge game. Return of the Superman to his home. Let me see it, dude. I love it. I love it too much. Maybe I'll put it on a shirt, dude. I don't know. Maybe I'll put it on a shirt.
I do love as a prop bet, Cam Newton anytime touchdown.
Oh, I love that.
I don't know. I'm sure it'll be at plus odds. Probably not like super.
Not
plus
super.
Odds,
you might be looking at plus 140, 130, something like that. But
if I'm getting Cam Newton anytime touchdown at plus odds, I'm taking that
every day of the week, especially being back in this
return of the Superman.
Dude, the best celebration next to the discount double check. Love the discount double check.
So hyped last week when he scored. I'm back, baby. I'm back.
Love it.
I love it, dude. That. My favorite was fucking speaking of discount double check though, when Jamal Adams fucking gets his third career interception on a fucking terrible decision by Aaron Rodgers. He should have never even thrown that ball. And then he goes, discount double checks, tries to Lambeau leap, gets shoved off the fucking stands. What do you expect? You're going to try to Lambeau leap at Packers fans as an opposing team? And that was the best, is because he fell on his ass when he tries to Lambeau leap. The Packers fans just like push him right off.
Yeah.
It's like, get the fuck out of here, bro. And then he's like discount double checking. And my only thing is, we've seen this multiple times. There have been at least 5 or 6 people who have fell victim to this. A couple Bears players have done it. You don't discount double check when you're playing the Packers because you always lose. You always lose.
Always lose.
And it's a never ending thing. It's like, I don't know why these defensive players don't learn. You steal Aaron Rodgers' touchdown celebration and he makes a fucking fool of you.
He does. It just is what happens. It is what it is.
And it's happened 5 or 6 times now. And every single time the Packers end up winning. I mean,
yeah.
Just maybe just find your own celebration and don't try to don't get too cocky. Don't get above your fucking head on that one.
Honestly, that's what you gotta
pull your head out of your ass and realize that Aaron Rodgers is gonna make you a fucking fool if you do that.
Yeah, so you gotta worry about that. We're both I'm on Carolina, Noah's on Washington. Noah, moving to our last game of the morning slate, this huge morning slate. We have the 49ers visiting the Jaguars. The 49ers being a 6-point favorite, over and under at 45.5. Noah, I think this line is too high. I think the 49ers will win.
I disagree.
I think the line is too high.
I think this is a no-brainer. I'm not going to say anything other
I agree,
than
no-brainer. I agree, no-brainer.
I'm taking San Francisco -6.
Yeah, dude, Jaguars plus the 6.5. Absolutely. Not even a thought.
Okay. Well, we're on opposite sides of that, but San Fran's going to tear him a new asshole. So
they're going to win, but they're not going to do shit, dude.
I know you hate San Francisco. I know you picked them.
No, I don't
bad.
hate San Francisco. They're just a bad football team, and I'm tired of them being like
They're
this.
better than they're way better than
overrated.
they're way better than Jacksonville though.
Yeah, but they're not they're not 6.5 points better than Jacksonville. They're not. I'm telling you that right now. They're 2.5. They're 2.5 points better than Jacksonville. They're sure as hell not 6.5.
I think they are. Either way.
No,
Degens, we will be back covering the afternoon and evening slate as well as the Monday night game here in a second. If you follow us, just keep an eye out for that next video for part 2. And we will see you with the rest of the NFL slate here momentarily.
On what?
On all these social media platforms.
No. What's the show called, Noah?
On Degenerate Takes, Degenerate Bets.
Thank you.
Whatever we want. It doesn't matter.